What's going on, guys? Coach New back in the building with another one. As usual, it's going to be jam packed full of jewels, and your time is always appreciated because you could be doing anything, but you hear me checking out these reviews, and you already know this one's wild about an 80-year-old man who got sentenced for raping his neighbor. So let's check it out.
An 80-year-old New Mexico man has been sentenced to nearly 4 decades in prison for raping his young neighbor. David Sarver was convicted in May for abuse that started a few years ago when the boy was 9 or 10 years old. Prosecutors say Sarver befriended the boy who would visit his Tijeras home to help with chores and caring for his dogs.
And so started a few years ago. So, and that's crazy because it took a few years for this dude, for them to even catch on to the dude or what he was doing. And then at 80 years old, this is the last thing you should be thinking about, man. Especially doing something to a little boy, which is weird. And it's kind of like that's homosexuality, man. You messing with another man or a young man. And it just shows like the importance of really watching your kids, man. You can't even trust the neighbors these days. And it's messed up. These are the kind of times that we living in where somebody who's supposed to be a mentor taking advantage of everybody, not only just a little boy who went through the most trauma, but the parents and the kid's family, even the man who did it, his family, if he have any left, like his kids. I know nobody wants anybody doing anything to their kids, so he clearly, needs some type of mental help. He didn't have any physical help. His decision making is messed up, and you already know I always talk about mental health, physical health, spiritual health, and decision making, man. And his is all just messed up from doing this, and now he's getting sentenced, and he's going where he needs to be, and they're not going to take lightly to this. He's not going to get no respect for what he's done when he goes to prison.
But investigators found Sarver would tase the boy and hold him at gunpoint while assaulting him. Today, the victim's family described the effects of the trauma.
So, man, tasing them and then holding them at gunpoint, and you got to be a weirdo, man. You know what I'm saying? And then that's how you want to get your rocks off is with a little boy. Something's really mentally wrong with you, man. 80 years old, supposed to be retired, have your wife already, grandkids, and all of that, man. But it just goes to show, man, that everybody doesn't think the same. Some people, they don't think at all. This is a clear example of him not thinking, man. Messing up other people's lives, traumatizing everybody, clearly neighbors, the young boy, the parents, like I said, all of that stuff, man. It's crazy.
He has been unable to benefit from attending public school, participating in school activities, or socializing with peers. He no longer feels comfortable or confident to trust others or to feel safe in his neighborhood community. He now requires therapy, drugs, counseling, and homeschooling to help him deal with his pain and to help him function in his daily life.
And she sounded like she was crying even saying that. Of course he needs drugs to help him with that, to get through that. Like, that's crazy, man. A 10-year-old boy now. So he was younger than that when this stuff started, man. And then he doesn't want to be around people. Now he doesn't want to go to public school because he's probably embarrassed and has to rationalize everything that was going on for so long. I know and at that age, their brains are still developing, even at 10, 11 years old. Yeah, they're not infants or children. Well, preteens now, but it's messed up, man. And he's gonna need therapy, counseling, all of that stuff, man. For somebody taking advantage, and the parents were nice enough to even let him, the little boy, go over there and help this old man walking the dogs or whatever he was doing, cutting the grass. He was just trying to be a boy, trying to hustle and get some cash, man. And it's messed up that you would take that away from him, man. A young man's innocence like that.
At today's sentencing, Sarver continued to deny his guilt, claiming he never touched the boy. Judge Dan Whitaker sentenced him to 39 years in prison.
So he got 39 years. It's almost, man, he's probably going to die in there, man. And, you know, this case, he's where he belongs now, man. Because that's just, it's crazy that he would even do something like that, man. To anybody, you know what I'm saying? Any kid at all, no matter what, a boy or a girl, just taking advantage of kids like that, man. We know they're our future. We weren't thinking about that. You know, they're the ones who are going to be taking care of us when they get older, man. And we should keep them on a straight and narrow, or at least guide them to do the right things. Because we know how people end up when you don't, and when you don't even try to help them out. And they start making crazy decisions, and then they end up throwing their life away at a young age, man. So it's messed up that this dude was able to get away with something like that for so long. And that's crazy. But anyways, man, you know, it's Coach Noob. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you're digging this kind of content. And your time is always appreciated, because you could be doing anything but you hear me checking out these reviews. Until next time, I'm out.